Hi, I'm Joe the Slot Doc, and today we're going to go over how to install clear chips into a Bally s6000. So we also have another video on there for Bally 5500 Pro that's going to walk you through the battery and the clear. If you are doing a battery job first, kind of refer to that video. It's going to be the same procedure for the battery part. On a 6000, they do require clear chips. So we're going to kind of just show that part of it and not the battery side of it. So you're going to open your door, get inside of it, turn your machine off, and you're going to pull your board out. There's two handles right here. Slide it out. So it's going to be U28 and U43. So we're going to remove both these chips. Take your time. Essentially, with any chip removal, you want it as level as possible so you don't bend these legs. And if you see this cut here, that's your polarity mark. So on this board, if you look at, all boards are just like this. All these are facing up. You can see the little notch. And if you look at every EEPROM on the board, they're all facing that direction. Some IGTs face down. So reference your machine. This one is facing that way. So we're gonna take our time, just kind of very carefully lift these out. There are chip removers, but it's really not that difficult. Just take your time, especially on your first round. Just don't be in a hurry. So U28 is my clear. I'm gonna install that. I like to rock them in. So I'll line up half at a time. Make sure it's in pretty good. See if I can see it with my old eyes here. Did I bend anything? Good, look at that, my eyes are still working. Hopefully I don't jinx myself and do it on this one here. All right, just kind of double check. Make sure that everything's in correct. Now once you're in, install your game back in. Now you're gonna hold test and pseudo coin. You're gonna hold both those down, turn the game on.
PS2 BLZ.
Look at the front of your machine.
RC1-00.
CLC is cleared. Once it says CLC, you can turn the game off. That means you were successful. If it says P or anything other than CLC, you are not done. You need to do the procedure again. So that means you weren't holding these two buttons down long enough. And they do kind of, you see my fingers, little indentions, right? You want to hold them down, make sure that they make contact. You're gonna hold them for about 10 seconds to get that code. Now this board we're gonna actually be sending off. This is a customer's board. Normally I would just mail it right now, but if you're working at home, you're gonna put it back in and then you're gonna go through some of the programming options. So if you have a hopper and it actually dispenses coin, there's nothing really needed to do. If you do not have a hopper, you do need to program it so that it doesn't look for a hopper in the credits. You want it to go to a hand pay, any win greater than 0. That way it doesn't try to turn on a hopper. In all Ballys, if you are removing the hopper, unlike the IGT, they have to see a jumper in there or they will tilt. So I'll show you that on the inside of this one. On a Bally, there's places you can look these up to for changing denominations. You can actually change this. This one looks like it's programmed for, I think that's $1.50. If those two are off, and just the penny or just the number 1 was pushed forward, that would be 5 cents. If that was back 10 and 25, I'll try to find that. If somebody knows it, put it up in my comments for me. But it's been so long, I can't remember exactly what they are. But these dip switches is how you would change the denomination on any Bally, 5500 or 6000. Anyhow, back to the task at hand here. Okay, dollar, yeah. So the 2 jumped forward is dollar. Forgive the mess inside of this machine. We are going to start making videos of us actually teching them and showing all the crap that we pull out. But as you can see, when they come from the casino, they're just full of tracking stuff and a bunch of kind of crazy stuff in here. I'm not sure why this little box was there. The jumper, if I can find it here somewhere. There we go. Yes, that one does not have a jumper, so it's going to be looking for it. But I believe it's pins 6 and 10. Wish I had another ballot here to verify that. But count from the top, 1, 2, 3, like from left to right. Go down, I believe it's 6 and 10. And in the comments, I'll try to actually post up a picture of a block plug or one that we have done for you. If yours is already like that. If the game that you're working on, you're just changing the battery, I'm just kind of blabbering right now. You don't need to do any of that. So change your battery, do your clear chips. If it worked before, it's going to be fine. Turn the game back on.
PS2 BLZ7GNRC1-00.
The reels might calibrate when they go to stop. You might see them do like this harmonic shake. That is normal. Which is that right there. They're kind of calibrating where they actual set for the alignments. Cool game. You don't see this game very often, which is kind of nice. So you hit change 1 time. Okay, that puts it back. That 31 code is part of that hopper plug that we don't have. 50 is slot door open. So that's how Bally's show you their code displays, is through the error messages under winner paid. So now we're going to go through the programming. Again, if you have a hopper and your game does take coin and dispenses coin, it's going to default at around, I think, 800 coins for payout, and all the rest is hand paid. That's normal. You don't have to modify it. If you don't have a hopper, such as this one, you're going to push your self-test button. So we're going to show you this angle, and then I'll walk around the front. But that button until it says 11. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to keep pushing it until it says 11. Once it says 11, it'll go away. Let's see if I can move that so you can kind of see it a little better. There we go. So it'll say 27 here. Forgive me if I screw this up. It's been a while since I've done this, so I might forget the button patterns. But you're going to go hit bet max until I believe it says 56. See if I can remember. That's it. Okay, 56, 800. So 800 is the default of how many coins it will allow to cash out. Anything over that limit requires a hand pay. So we're going to hit the service button or the change button. We're going to hold that down until it gets to 0. Now, once you hit 100, let it go, because it just kind of goes, if I remember right. Let's see here. Yeah. See how I let it go around 100 and it still was going? That way you don't go past it. 2, 1, 0. So 56, 0. Then we're going to push bet max to, I believe, 51 or 58. Let's see here. We're still looking. 51. Push change 1 time. 9999. So we're going to max that limit out. And then 58, I believe. Push it 1 time. And we're going to max that limit out. From here, you are done. You can close your door. And your game is programmed and everything's done. Now, this one is not done because, again, it's looking for that plug. yours should go straight to working and be good. And when you put a bill in and you hit cash out or print ticket, it's going to force hand pay, and then you're good to go. Now, if you didn't modify those numbers, it will look for a hopper, and if you don't have a hopper there, it's going to tilt. So remember, no hopper, no coin. You do the procedure I just showed you. If you have a hopper and coin, just put the board in and let it calibrate the reels and enjoy. Any questions, we're always here for you. Give us a ring if you need any help. We'll talk to you soon.